Hey, how y'all doing? Thank you for tuning in to Motivational Life Global. I'm your host, Mike. And today I wanted to talk about how debating can become a distraction. Like how too much debating becomes a distraction. So, in order for us to come up with solutions to issues, we have to be able to interact with one another in a fair way, in a fair manner. We have to be able to listen to both sides. Both sides have to have respect when we begin this dialogue. The purpose of the debate is for a solution. But when debate goes on for too long, an extended amount of time, it becomes a distraction. Because emotions come into play. That's another thing. When serious topics come up for debate, I feel like emotions have to the emotions don't have a space in the same room as individuals who are trying to come up with a solution. Because when two parties debate and they're emotional, they begin to speak of personal issues. And business is never personal. When you begin to bring up personal issues, it allows someone else to bring up personal issues, and then you're just throwing shots at each other. And we can't get anywhere with individuals just throwing shots. We have to be able to come to the table with no emotions to be able to hear both sides, both angles, both opinions, both solutions. And then we come up with the solution that is best for the issue, not the solution that is best for us personally. And so in order for us to do this, we have to come to the table with no emotions. Like, okay, we have an issue. We're in the middle of a humanitarian crisis with the gun violence. And we're hearing a lot of talk about banning assault weapons. And there's two sides to every issue, and neither side really want to have a debate, a professional debate to come up with a solution. And this has been going on for years, and it's just a lot of mudslinging at each other as opposed to a solution. And I just feel like we can't come to the table with emotions. Each side, each party has relevant views that need to be listened to. The gun violence, I'm gonna do something on that next, but right now, just to even be able to get to a debate, to be able to come up with a solution is where we're having issues at. And I think that when we come to the table with emotions, we don't allow ourselves to get to the root of the issue, because now it becomes personal. So as personal as everything is, and as emotional as all of these events make us, we have to be able to put those to the side and look at the solution for something long term, not for something that's happening right now as we speak. Because to be truthful, there's gun violence in the inner city all day, every day. Gunshots being heard all day, every day. It has nothing to do with an assault rifle. Nothing at all to do with an assault rifle. And so, if we really want to come up with solutions on gun violence, we can't put the weapons that we're going to try to get rid of in categories of assault rifles and pistols. In the inner city, pistols are doing way more damage than assault rifles, and we're really not talking about that. We're talking about things that affect the public, where the nation can see it, the world can see it, but we're not really doing as much as we could do for the things that only us see in the inner city, many of which aren't reported on the news. I think everybody would go crazy if every single crime was reported on the news. So I just feel like in order for us to, I'm running in circles. So yeah, that's how I feel like, as far as us being able to debate, that's healthy. But when we debate for months and weeks and years about something, and then we start to bring emotions into it, we get away from the actual solution that we're actually looking for, and we make it personal. It becomes political, and certain things have nothing to do with politics. And so, yeah, that's just how I feel about being able to come to the table and have a debate, a healthy debate, and come up with solutions, and not look to say, okay, well, it's their fault. We have to also understand that too, when we can't put a blame on a group of individuals when it comes to a machine. A weapon is only activated by a human being, unless it's programmed or something like that. Other than that, it's a human being. A weapon cannot be activated unless through a human being. So we have to actually get to the source. I mean, where the gun's coming from. No human being in the inner city are manufacturing these guns. These guns are not being manufactured in the inner city by any race. They're coming from outside the inner city. So it's just like, if we want to come up with solutions, we have to start getting to the root of the issue and not just wait till some type of public tragedy happens and then say, okay, blame it on. We have to also understand this. Everyone with an assault rifle is not a criminal or looking to do anything criminal. Weapons are evolution. The evolution of weapons are at an all-time high. Like, before you know it, it'll be like missiles on the street. And then you get rid of the assault rifles, and then people can't even protect themselves. So if you get rid of the legal weapons and you leave the illegal weapons flowing like water, then how is the average citizen supposed to protect themselves against their house? Because the only thing that'll be out of the way will be legal weapons. All the illegal weapons will still be as available as they ever were. And then now you have people just running through everything, knowing that no one is able to protect themselves. I can go in any house, get anything I want out of it with this illegal assault rifle, because no one has a legal assault rifle to stop a person with an illegal assault rifle. So now you take away, it's kind of like the whole country is like, has their hands tied behind their back because of individuals. I mean, we come up with solutions. We say something like, maybe we up the age. Maybe we just don't get rid of a weapon. Maybe we just don't ask a group of individuals to get out of, to jump off the cliff. But we ask her, hey, how is it possible that we raise the age? We look at the average age of individuals who are committing these crimes, and we say, okay, 50 years old. You can't get an assault rifle unless you're 50, unless you can show valid proof that you're some type of business owner, then you need protection or something like that. We raised the category from it just being a normal weapon as an assault rifle, and maybe raised it to Okay, this is in a different category of a pistol, a handheld, like a regular one-handed pistol. This is another category up. This will take another license to get to. You need a special license to get to this category, raise it to an assault rifle category where maybe individuals need to be 50 and they need to get through another license check to get through that. Maybe say, hey, you can co-sign for someone to get their license, but you have to be responsible for anything they do criminal with their license, and then you can better track individuals who have this license to say, okay, what do you need this license for under 50 years old? Like, why do you need a whole assault rifle? I mean, but to say let's just get rid of it, I think that's a little unfair for those who need to protect themselves. There are individuals who are legal who need these guns to protect themselves against people who have high-powered guns or assault rifles themselves. So yeah, we can raise the age. We can make it up the category. I mean, there's so many different solutions. So that's why I'm saying that depending on if this talk can be had without any emotions and blaming anybody for these crimes and blaming a group of people, to say how fair is it to get rid of legal guns and leave the illegal guns so no one on earth, no one can protect themselves legally, and everyone with an illegal gun can get triple the number. So now I don't see that makes too much sense. So I say, instead of banning, let's just make it let's just tighten up on who can get this license and how. Like I say, they come out with missiles in a couple of years, and assault rifle is going to be like a breath of fresh air. But then if you ban it, because this is a law, this stays, it's not like you rarely hear somebody retract a law. Once a law is in place, you rarely ever hear that this law is retracted. So I just think that we also have to look at the long-term ramifications of a decision like that. Alright guys, so yeah, I think actually that's just all I really had to say on that whole situation. I just feel like too much debating, and then it's too much shots getting thrown, and then it gets political, and then once it gets political, the foundation of it is thrown out the door, for political reasons and political gains. And again, we have inner city violence all day, every day, all over every single city. So to wait until we have these public tragedies that happen, I think is a tragedy of our community. And it doesn't show that we're really serious about doing something about gun violence, period, because there's plenty that we can do before we even touch the law. There's plenty that we can do before we get to the law. And I think that we're doing a lot. I think we're doing a lot better than we have in the years previous. So, I think that we're doing really good. But just to debate and just to ban, and I think that we need to think about the long-term ramifications. Where this country's going, where's the world going? There's so many world wars going on right now. So I just think it's a lot more for us to think about. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate all your support. Motivational Life Global.